Where was she? I don't fucking remember. Somewhere in the ship. That much I do remember. Where the fuck are you hiding? It's a good question, isn't it? Listen, I just want to talk to you. That's all I want. I do need to look up where to fight all of the fucking fishies, though. Yeah. Ah, fishies. Still not the one I'm looking for. Where is the one I'm looking for? If you decided to climb up here. Yes, yes, you did. I forgot. So long as you serve alcohol. That's probably the most important part. Actually, since I'm actually going to be in favor of serving the children some alcohol as well. I'll give them a nice little lesson. Actually, who would set sail on that sort of ship without having a nice supply of alcohol? That would be very, very bad of an idea. Last quest done and some food reverted to rewards. Kinda figured that I would get more food as a reward. I know, surprising, isn't it? Okay, we have that done, so now we have once again got everything done so far as I'm concerned. Yeah, I'm actually, and I must say, quite happy and peppy, and we're playing this and not another game that has also recently been released, namely a new Dragon Age game. And I never thought I figured myself to be in a position where I would be sad about the release of a Dragon Age game, but actually that's a lie. I've been sad ever since Inquisition, to be fair. But of course, you know, it doesn't mean that I'm not curious. I've been a curious nerd, so I actually spent a good 2 hours on this particular morning while I let some video editing magic happening in the background, eating up my cool little CPU, to watch a little bit about that particular nonsense. And oh boy, does it look like a fucking catastrophe? Indeed. Ay. I mean, there's some things in there that I do find rather funny, because well, whoever thought it would be okay to do it like this had very strange tastes, apparently. Which is already amusing enough to me. But I did try to, you know, just watch along for the story a little bit, to get an idea of what's going on, and it's messy. It's literally, this game is fucking 10. It gives you pretty obvious reasons for why things are what, and you know, they even give you enough information that you can somewhat reasonably get an understanding of what's going on and why it's going on. Actually, we do have some crew conversations going on still, do we? Yeah, don't we? Not so much that game, though. That is literally desecrating of the corpse that once was Dragon Age Origins.
賢く温和で 人を襲うなんて話は一度もありませんでしたが。
Although, to be fair,
おいそこ。
they have been desecrating
死にかけたのに
that
何を
particular
嬉しそうに
carcass
してんだ。
ever since.
でもわかる。確かにすごかったよな。
I guess I can speak in Dragon Age 2.
近くで見てみたい気も。
It's pretty amazing.
もうグレンまで。
Excuse me, I don't need to prepare another pipe. Man, is that sad? How the great ones have fallen. And I mean, you know, we did play Dragon Age Origins at one point in the far distant past. A very distant past, actually. I think it's one of the very earliest projects we've actually went through in total. Dragon Age Origins plus its expansion, that is. It was a fun ride, because Dragon Age Origins was actually a pretty solid RPG, one can say.
髪留め落としたかも。
工女さん、はい、これ踊り場に落ちていましたよ。可愛い髪留めですよね。
An actually solid
大切にしてる
turn-based
みたいですけど。
RPG game.
あー、うん、そうなんだよな。可愛いとかはよくわかんないけど。
For some fucking reason,
そうだ、今度一緒におめかししましょう。
ever since this first success,
きっと楽しい
I've
ですよ。
decided to rape this corp most brutally.
私も燃えてきちゃいました。
そういうもんなのか。ますます謎なんだけど。わかった。今度付き合う。
I said to God.
せっかくだしいろいろ教えてくれ、ローザ。
You could say very easily that the amount of necrophilia involved in this particular process has been staggering indeed. Which of course makes me curious how the newest incantation is, and I'm very, very glad that I neither have the funds nor anyone had the bad pay, so to speak, to give me that particular game, because oh boy, it's not even looking like it's fun to play. The story is not intriguing at all. The way the Darkspawn are now portrayed is fucking hilarious. And generally speaking, the story is quite messy. I did love that one character's reaction. It's like, you know, you walk through this whole village of, you know, blighted nonsense. The whole time the characters are all cool. Then, you know, once you're back at base and you give the after-action report, in one sentence she's like, I can probably fix the Illuvian, it's no problem. And then in the next sentence she goes, oh god, the gods are back, we're all doomed. I'm just sitting there like, that's not a really natural reaction, is it now? You should have been scared out of your fucking mind the very moment we were in that fucking village. Instead of telling me 4 times something is wrong in this village. That was a bit overkill as well. And it was pretty much at this point that I stopped watching, because, let's be honest here, this is not gonna get any better, isn't it? I wonder how the sales numbers for that game are. I mean, they did spend quite heavily on making some good PR for themselves by, you know, buying off the usual official game critics. People whose opinion counts for literally nothing under the sun any longer. But I have to wonder if that is going to be a financial success. If so, the only reason why it would of course be the Dragon Age name, and people still holding some very, very faint hope that at some point they might actually get a Dragon Age game. And it's not like they couldn't have made one, isn't it? After all, the whole premise of the original Dragon Age was that, well, you know, you stopped the apocalypse for now. It ain't over yet, you know. This whole shit is going to happen again. So could have made a nice sequel there. And now instead we went the wrong direction with Dragon Age 2. They've completely taken the absolute great scale out of it and introducing it to basically just a city and its surroundings, which was already a bad idea, but okay, still okay, still enjoyable to play to some degree at least, yes. And then comes Inquisition. I'll be honest with you, I never finished Inquisition. I couldn't get bothered. I tried for a week, you know. I played this game basically every day for a few hours until I had like 15 hours, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna fucking finish this. It's just not doing it for me. Literally not. Didn't get better. So now, when you didn't think about it, at least some poor motherfuckers have spent like, I don't even know, 60, 70 bucks on that particular Veilguard nonsense. Which also the title in itself is fucking ridiculous, but the veil had some meaning at one point, you know, a rather important meaning, but apparently that too has been forgotten, amongst many other things. There's so much horrible nonsense in there. And of course, you know, the usual stuff is also in there, like, you know, Morrigan did appear. I did like Morrigan. Morrigan was kind of cute. Part of the reason why Dragon Age Origins was so good. She seems to have kind of, you know, between then and there, lost a bit of the good old-fashioned tartars along the way, but I've gotten surprisingly used to that at this point. Not really expecting them to, you know, stay as they should. Sad as that might be. Not much horrible nonsense. I hope that thing flops fucking hard. Because, you know, if we can finally just bury the Dragon Age name and never ever talk of it again, that would probably be serving it better than anything else that could be achieved. I really, really, really do think so. That's actually a good question. What the fuck are they doing? Why aren't they in the village yet? I mean, I kind of figured as much because we already went around the island and we saw that there's another nice little beach we could potentially land on. So we sure do that. Modern days. Modern days indeed. Where no game series can rest on its laurels and just stand on the merits that it had achieved in the past, because, you know, at some point they just need to make a fucking sequel that is going to give people just the right impression. For why they should absolutely not spend any of their money on this particular company any longer, as they have no fucking clue how to actually make good games any longer. And that's saddening. Man, that's really saddening. We're talking about the giants of the past here. And what have they achieved nowadays? Sadness indeed. Much true sadness indeed. I think I'm not the only one who would, you know, be quite interested in getting an actual Dragon Age Origins sequel. But I'm sure most of the people who still play this would be rather intrigued by that particular idea, and they would realize we are in the year of our Lord 2024, so any hope of that being even reasonably good is probably not coming true. Sadness for it. I do wonder why I'm kind of, you know, stuck in either the past or on game studios from the Far East who have just continued doing it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I give this game some shit for its combat system as well. The changes in it, but that is a comparatively speaking far, far, far smaller complaint than I have for other things. We're gonna scout the village, of course. Could be people there. And technically speaking, if we're in the village and they start bombarding us, we're kinda in a bad spot, aren't we? Of course we're gonna run around and explore. That also means we're gonna get more treasures, of course. I see fishies. Those are the important mission. Immediately starts pulling out the fishing rod and goes like, yeah, just a second, I kinda need to go fishing. Come here, little fish. The survival rate is none. I got something shiny. That's not what I wanted to catch. Okay, let's spread out a little bit more, because I saw a fishy there. Maybe this time we'll get a fishy. Yeah, that fish is fighting, I can tell. You wanna fight?
待ってやるよ。行くぞ。
He's fighting back rather nicely, but
せーの
blocked nicely enough.
よし釣れたぞ
What have we got? A blue Sadie of size B. Where is in these waters? Yes, of course. There's fishies there.
やった
Whatever it is, we shall catch it most profoundly and add it to our little library. Oops, wrong direction.
手伝ってやるよ。行くぞ。
いい感じだ
Come here, fish.
せーの
Don't fight me.
うまくいったな
We'll approach. Much of size B. I kinda seem to be stuck with size B though now. Anything else in here you wanna tell me about? No? Good. No more fishies. And
マナーを使えば
immediately
何か見えてきそうだ
little treasure that is buried in the ground. Good. Now to think about it, it's actually a nice week, isn't it? Because technically speaking, we have a long
この辺りなら
weekend
休めそう
this
だ
time. Most people would be quite pleased with that.
燃えさ
Like we point out. But since I'm actually making, I mean, there is one other thing I need to get
燃えろ
done.
さくれ
But technically, we should find ourselves with a nice amount of time, shouldn't we? Really costs far too much, that particular ability. It's not even doing nearly enough damage to justify its hunger for SP. Sadness. Sadness indeed. Not gonna be my favorite, I can tell you that much.
燃えろ 燃えさくれ 燃えさくれ燃えろ
Actually, this is the one. Yeah, that is the one. It's also gonna need to level up.
燃えろ
It's not the button combination I wanted to press because I was pretty sure there was a
こんな
treasure
もの
here.
があったとは
Oh, rainbow. Rainbow drops so nice because you can make the well, the rainbow colored seeds out of it, which basically just give you generous beacon and upgrade to well everything,
燃えろ
all the stats. Which, you know, does sound rather pleasant. If only I could get more of them, that is.
先を急ごう
But right now I really don't have nearly enough to make it useful.
燃えさくれ
Oh, what's that?
あの足場乗ったらすぐに沈んじまいそうだな。渡る方法がありゃいいけど後回しだな。
Aw. I want to collect the rest of them. Not very nice of you to not let me do that.
まさかバテたりしてねえよな。いくら兄弟って言ってもおんぶとかはしてやらねえからな。
I see little Chesto. Hello, little Chesto. Green turban ear clips. And even turbochargers. Somebody might like it.
いいものみたいだ
Well, I hope somebody might like it, otherwise gifts seem to be rather pointless. Then again, it should be about the gift, you know. It should be about the gesture, after all. Okay, let's see. I have two... I've gone all of this, and I'm missing a crystal cluster. Okay, fair enough. Mostly because we can't get in there yet. But we will find a way, one way or another. Is this still part of the same map? Yes, it is. Good. They do indeed seem a bit rattled. I mean, is it really a crazy plan here? We'll be here for a reason, so why wouldn't we? Just saying, you know, it's a bit reasonable reason. Ah, we're back to that particular song.
Manayo!
Manayo indeed.
Manayo!
Why do you have an exclamation mark? Rune Tablet, Part 1. Stone Tablet with information on Mana Sense application. You read it. Are you gonna send me back to the island? Yes, you're gonna send me back to the island, aren't you? It always has such peculiar timing. The first few times we were literally called into here, right as we were about to, you know, get hit in the fucking face. Yes, maybe you should show the old man. Maybe the old man actually has an idea of who the lady on the picture is. But before that, since we have Mana Sense now... Yeah, there's buried treasures on here. Yes, there are buried treasures on here. No fucking, surprise was had this particular day. And so we shall of course go and collect them. That's because I really do like the nice and quiet music here. It pleases me greatly.
何か見えてきそうだこんなものがあったとは何かあるみたいだ
That's a good opportunity to use a bit more of my little fire blade thingy. Pretty sure we are not gonna take that long until it's done. Yeah, we're at 45% already. Yeah, that would help me up here, but up is not really the direction I'm going right now. I figured this would happen. Look, Elixir. Always too careful in using those, and I usually save them up. Although that is really not the sensible thing to do. When you think about it. Oh well, sensible or not. Oops. Very moment I pressed the buttons, I was like, yeah, that's not the right combo, isn't it? It's a very beginning of the island. Done and dusted, nothing here. Snack time. Snack time is not a bad idea, actually. You're right, strategy. Actually, strategy, how about you, now that I think about it? I kinda ranted about this for a bit. What's your opinion on Dragon Age Veilguard? Are you a fan of the old one as well? The original and Dragon Age Origins? Would you buy that shit? I mean, you know, I would warn you, straight out. There's some who stream it without commentary, so if you just want to see a bit of it. There's actually also somebody who's really into the character creator, which is a horrible thing. So I most definitely would not advise it, but yeah, no problem. I was just asking you about your opinion of the Dragon Age Veilguard. I don't know, were you a fan of the old Dragon Age Origins? And if so, would you buy that shit? With all of the shit that's in there now? Because I honestly, I can't see any justification to spend like 60 or 70 even. I think it's actually 70, isn't it, for Veilguard? For that. I mean, you know, there's just... If I start counting, there's just far too many things I take quite the offense with. Fair enough. I mean, it's, as it is a turn-based, very classical RPG experience, honestly, on PC it's probably better still than on Xbox, but fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Especially the combat system. You have like what? You have a light attack, heavy attack now, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, that does feel like a fucking mobile game now that you mention it. You're absolutely right. And you have like what? I don't know. You have like 3 abilities or so. And I guess your companions also have like 3 abilities. It's like, wow, a whole 9 abilities. Looks at Dragon Age Origins, looks at the massive library of spells you could get as a mage, and then goes like, huh. Kind of feels like a game for dumb people, doesn't it? I'll give me a second while I finish my coffee and then I'm gonna grab myself a Snacku. Which is kind of sad, honestly. Classical RPG turn-based combat systems like that, Dragon Age Origins did it pretty well. Honestly, they did it really pretty well. I enjoyed that game. As I said, we played this game on this particular channel. From beginning to ending, all the way to its expansion pack in the past. A quite enjoyable journey. Actually, I would do it again, mind you. Might actually set that as a goal, you know. It would even be fucking cheap, because I kinda don't mind. But well. Yeah, I mean, it ain't no Baldur's Gate, obviously, but it goes into... It hits the same sort of general feeling with its combat system and how it's set up. Of course, it uses its own combat system. It's not at all the classical Dungeons and Dragons system. But it's good. It's good. Yeah, well, I'd be up to playing it again. I absolutely wouldn't be up to playing fucking Veilguard, because I can absolutely see myself getting oh so horribly frustrated with every aspect of it. The combat system seems fucking boring as fuck. I hate this whole, in a hack and slash, you know, in a hack and slash I can absolutely see why you would, you know, rape your fucking mouse button throughout the combat system. It's kinda a requirement, yeah, I get it, but in something that claims to be an RPG, well, fuck that shit, fuck that shit. Well, yeah, it's still on the list, it's still on the list. I do have one copy of Daggerfall on, this is on GOG, I don't even know. At least it looks. But then again, it is an Elder Scrolls game. The last Elder Scrolls game I found reasonably enjoyable was Morrowind. And even then I was never my mainstay, let's just say. Give me 1 second while I grab those Snackoos. I know what it is. Eat. Let's Ah, Schnickos. Once I was actually wanting to get myself some nice little tasty mini salamis. There's actually one version of them that is even better. That has a bit of spice added to it. I do kind of enjoy it a little bit more, but they didn't have it. I'm just happy they had some mini salami at all, actually. Bastards didn't have them the last few times I was in that particular store. Rather unsatisfying, I can tell you. Oh well. I see the chests, but those are just the chests down there, aren't they?
この辺りはなんだか気になるな。燃え上がれ!
Really wish my mana sight would last just a tiny bit longer. Just a tiny bit longer and my life would be so much easier. But oh well. Complaints aside, let's actually, I still never have found a way up there, did I? Where does that lead? Somewhere. Probably also inside the water area. Yes, the watery area. You Picard? Yes. Luckily, I can't pick up the Picards here and take them with me back to reality. That would be kinda neat. Kinda neat indeed. More buried treasures. See, such a nice area. Serves multiple purposes at once. I train a few of my skills a little bit, so that I might have a chance to, at some point in the near future, have Adol actually finished on that particular yard. And now we also have a lot of lots and lots of little treasures to pick up. It's not really something I find all too bad of an activity. Actually quite a nice way of making use of all of the areas you have. But technically speaking, for skills like this that cost you now an arm and a leg to use, you're absolutely better off using the equipment that allows you to get faster skill mastery. Otherwise it is a bit of a pain in the ass to do so. But I also personally usually only use that for, well, other characters, especially if you have a bit of a bigger team. And that means lots and lots and lots of skills that need some mastery, obviously. Then such an item can really shine. In this case, I mean, it's basically just 2 people I need to level up. That's absolutely fucking harmless. But I do believe that by the time we are done with adult skill set, we'll probably use it on Kaja actually. Just to make our lives a little bit more easy, let's say. Mostly because she's behind by, you know. Can I actually? Yes. That too, something I had already forgotten about again. So it sounds like something I would do, yes. Sounds like something I would do indeed. Actually, yes. Something is down here. There's also a dead area down there. I don't think we were there yet. I don't think we had access to the beaches yet. Sadness. Sadness.
燃え盛れ燃え盛れこの辺りはなんだか気になるな。こんなものがあったとは。
Strength Elixir. Not bad at all, I must say. Okay, time to go into the water area again. Actually, we can now go in there from the other door as well, can't we? Ah, that might be a place where treasure might be found. You want to think about it.
Mana を使えば何か見えてきそうだ。見つけた。
Crystal shards. And crystal shards are so far the only resource I have not run out of. Ah yes, this was also the area where one of these guys just randomly decided to walk off a cliff and, you know, fuck off. An understandable decision. Yeah, this one... Still have no clue how we are going to do that. I mean, we'll find out one way or another. Yellow lumps, not bad. Although I think I have more of the yellow things than anything else, so... yeah, that was where chest was. Get burned, get burned upon. Adventure extensively is adult. Game, you have no clue what extensive means. You can tell me again once we reach Monstrum Nox. Because at that point we have adventured extensively as adult, believe you me. Just, you know, it's gonna take a while. Actually, what would be the next? Yeah, the next stop is still Cersei, not the other one. I think the other one comes later. Oi, bitch. Stop dancing around me. Quite annoying me. Like, you do realize I'm just going to fucking burn you, right?
見つけた。燃えろ。
I see more hidden treasures. I see them everywhere, which is good.
マナーを使えば何か見えてきそうだ。
Break Elixir.
Mana yo.
still haven't really explored the part up there. Some more fishies.
ここなら釣れそうだな。
And now game. If it would not stop me from using my fishing line, I would have dropped it immediately. Let's see.
よっと。かかったぞ。 せーの。
Stop fighting.
釣れたぞ。
Junge. Yeah, we are now forever stuck with size B fishies apparently. Don't ask me why. Just how it is.
燃え盛れ。先を急ごう。
So if I see this right, this is the entrance, right?
燃えろ。
That's the problem when those two are on the same fucking button, are you? It's just a tiny bit of a problem.
よっと。
Can I actually jump up here?
燃えろ。
Doesn't seem like it.
何かあるみたいだ。燃えろ。
Oops. I forgot Didado does not like to get stopped. Hold on. Did it? At least something died. By its transgressions against me. There's still this. Okay, let's see. There's a treasure chest down there and one down there. We should absolutely grab those, shouldn't we? Can I actually grab onto you from here? Probably not. Probably not indeed. Really? Are you gonna be a bitch about this? Are you certain that's a good idea?
見つけた。
Small fishing bait. I'll take
行
it.
くぞ。 燃え盛れ。燃え盛れ。
Okay, so it's there, there's another chest there. You can see it. It can't really
マ
hurt.
ナーを使えば何か見えてきそうだ。こんなものがあったとは。燃え盛れ。燃え盛れ。燃え盛れ。
Even the little crystal that was just...
燃えろ。燃えろ。
Okay, I can rest in this direction. Yes, there's a chest. Oh well. A hidden thingy, so to speak. God damn it, game.
燃え盛れ。
Okay, so
マナーを使えば何か見えてきそうだ。
Then I'll just jump over from this thing. So. I need to make this. annoying, and we shall make it
この辺
annoying.
りはなんだか気になるな。
Okay, worth it. Habitat Elixir. So we got all of that. Business, how do we... Yeah, that one is blocked off, isn't it? So how do we get there? That only leads to there, and we can't really go up there. Stay away from that path, I wonder. I hate you sometimes. Okay, so there's definitely a point up there, but we can't reach it because that is blocked off. And there's no other way up there, is there? Not that I'm aware of. It does kind of boil down to a probably for later part, isn't it? Let's collect a nice amount of treasures. 13 out of 40 buried ones. Not bad.
先を急ごう。
If only Adol would remember the high art of the double jump. Everything could be easier for us. Well, maybe he will in the future. Who knows? Okay, so that's the normal part of the map. That's the old man's hut. The Martians, no education, it is the area we wanna be in.
一息つこうか。 燃えさくれ！燃えろ！
Okay, what you're telling me is to go here again, eh? And I can do that. No problem.
燃えろ！燃えろ！ 燃えさくれ！
Yeah. We're gonna learn a new trick then. Okay.
研ぎ澄ませ。
Nice. Well, we found our way to the beaches, and we learned a new little trick.
この辺りはなんだか気になるな。見つけた。この辺りなら休めそうだ。
Any fishies? Yes, fishies indeed.
よし、やってみよう。よっと。
Fishing.
わかったぞ。よし。 いい感じだ。せーの。
Come here, little fishy.
こんなものかな。
A mercenary craboo. Whatever B-sized.
よし、やってみよう。
looks good. Looks good indeed. Ah, so now we have reached. Fighting one of those alone is still more of a pain in the ass than doing it with a team. Shield star. Good hits. As you all should be. Another break elixir. Well, I'll take it. I'll take it indeed. Yeah, there's still some of the versus left on some actual land, I suppose. So there's one. Get out of this mess again. Like this. Okay, I do need to jump a little bit more there. Fair enough, game. Fair enough, fair enough. Go to say, why am I even bothering with it if I can just... God damn it. Hold myself to it, I was about to say. Which, to be fair, is true, I can. God damn it at all. At this point, I can only assume you're doing this on fucking purpose. Ich sag, yeah, kinda. Is there anything else? Anything else I can drag myself onto? That would be rather neat. Fuck with me. Are you certain that's a good idea? Kinda need to go up there then. Oh god, I fucking hate it. That takes just a tiny little bit too long. But it does not please me greatly, let's just say. Okay, so I'm not gonna go up there then. I'm gonna actually try this.
先を急ごう
Okay, this doesn't work like I wanted to. But it would seem so sensible, you know? Like this. Oh god, there's another fucking crocodile here. Of course there is. Of course there is. Crocodiles, bit annoying, but alas. Like, you have far too much in your health. It's that not please me greatly, I'll have you know. Many a nice treasure though, I'll have to
いいも
admit.
のみたいだ
I'll have to admit indeed. I can kinda tell what you want from me, game. You want me to slow down time again, don't you? I mean, it must be possible to get up there and get off the board without falling off. Surely. It was indeed quite possible. Okay, how is this even going to work? Not at all.
飛ばしていこ
Like this, at least not.
うマナよ
But like this, it might potentially do. Okay, let's see here. There's another buried treasure there, and then we need to do the, well, whole thing on the other side as well. Let's see.
燃え上がれこの辺りはなんだか気になるなこんなものがあったとはよっと
Ah, okay, so that's how you were supposed to be getting over here.
よっと
But I like you were flying proud about it, mind you. Okay, map tells me stuff to do. Okay, so how precisely is this going to work? How precisely indeed?
行くぞ